Okay. Study, stay hydrated. All right. So we established that, or Kimberly, Carly, and Kinsey very angrily established that humans are calculators. All right. You go from here to here. Yes, humans are simple to understand. Their growth is very complex. Right? You're going into teenage years, you're going into puberty, biology, you're going into popularity. It gets very complex, but you know that it's simple. It's just a calculation. Okay? So, when something comes up and you're confused, you're like, man, I don't understand that input. It's a large number, right? That's a big number. I don't understand how you got that answer. Okay, this is how you study humans. I don't know how you got that answer. It's a big number. Or it's a small number. How did you get there? Right? Because all of this happened. Okay? So they must have calculated popularity, puberty, the things they watch, the things they listen to, their friends. They input all of that in and get this result. So how did they get to this result? You have to look at everything they study, everything they put into their brains. So, you know the saying, you are what you eat? That's true with the brain. That's true with coding. So, there's this saying that calculators are never wrong. You are wrong. You trying to understand the person, you're studying it wrong. That person's not wrong. I mean, the person can be wrong, but they're not broken, is what I mean. They're not broken. They put in an input, and that's the number they got. They're not broken. All right? It's just a number you don't understand. They're not broken. They're not crazy. They're not unmanageable. They're not crazy, is basically what I'm saying. There's no such thing as crazy. It doesn't exist. It's like Santa Claus or God. It doesn't exist. A crazy person does not exist. It's just an input you don't understand. All right. So, you have to learn human interaction. What is it to be human? A lot of it's about being popular, right? Why do you do what you do? It's to be popular, all right? So, let's say, for example, so let's say you put in an input, 1, okay? And you get a reaction back, 1, right? And you get a number out of it. That's simple, right? what you want to continue is to understand that 2. Or let's say you got x plus y equals 2. You don't know what x and y are. You have to understand the 2, the result. But what I'm trying to get at is a lot of people don't understand the 2, right? They don't understand the result. They don't understand it. So they get stuck on it. You need complex coding, you need algebra to understand that 2. Understand? How do I say? That 2 is not the end result, right? Because 2 can now add with another 2 and get 4. And now you're getting into really deep water. Now you don't understand the 2. Now you're getting into 4. All right. If you add E equals mc squared into the equation and you get a number like this, now you're really lost. If you couldn't even follow the 2. What I'm trying to say is you need to be prepared for results. I'm not explaining this well. What I'm trying to say is the answer is never done. All right? That answer is never done. Right? Because that 2 can go here, and then it can go here. And it can get more and more complex. This is how the human brain quantum brain continues calculations. All right? It keeps going. You may have just put in the number 1, and you think the number 2 is the end. It just keeps going. So what I'm trying to say is you need to be prepared for it with your own coding. You need to learn how to code. So if a 2 pops up, you know how to get the 2. If a 4 pops up, you know how to get a 4. If a square root of 2 pops up, you know how to get to it. You don't want your whole life going shocked at a 2 and you're shocked at a 4, and you're shocked at a square root. You need to be prepared for all of this. Because a quantum brain will do this. And then the human becomes complex. But it's just a calculation, right? But the calculation itself is very complex. The calculation, the numbers gets very complex. So you have to be prepared for anger. You have to be prepared for laughter. Right? You have to be prepared for panic. Okay? The brain will bring up, I guess, emotions. Or results. And you have to know how to get there and how it came into being. Laughter is because of 2 plus 2. Anger is because of X and Y, 1 plus 1. You have to know that. So every time someone laughs, you're like, oh, I know how you got there. Every time someone gets angry, you don't want to go, I don't know why. You don't want to do that your whole life. You need to know the input. You're angry because of 1 plus 1. All right, you're laughing because of 2 plus 2. You're panicking because of E equals MC squared. You need formulas, coding in your head to be prepared for this. Because this is the human emotion. It will constantly pick up panic, laughter, anger, and it will cycle itself. And you need to know how to get there. All right? That's like algebra. You need to know how that result came into being. You need to know how that result happened. It happened because of X plus Y. X plus Y is 1 plus 1. You need to know how it got there. Not be shocked by it. A lot of people, they see anger, they're shocked by it. They see laughter, they're shocked by it. They see panic, they're shocked by it. No, you need to figure out how it got there. It's just a result. It's just a number. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you're just studying a lot, stay hydrated. The brain uses the hydrogen in the water to power itself. It's like a hydrogen plant, the brain. It's like a hydrogen plant. It uses up a lot of hydrogen. And the oxygen is for you to breathe. Again, so yeah. Just like algebra. All these formulas is how you get to the result, which is your emotions. Whether you're afraid, angry, happy, laughing. You need to figure out the formula of how you got there. So that's how you understand humans.